All right, morning everyone. As Sir said, my name is Breis, which is spelled B-R-E-I-S. It stands for Brother Reaching Each Inner Soul. I'm a hip-hop MC and also an entrepreneur as well as an author. I have a book called Brilliant Rappers Educate Intelligent Students, which was published this year.
Breis has come in today and done a performance poetry assembly for our Year 11s who are just about to face their GCSEs.
I wasn't raised with a silver spoon, it was more like a wooden one. I got enough beatings from my mum, considered really troublesome. But
he particularly encouraged them to think about the obstacles inside their head and find the confidence to do well.
I'd study for days to get A's. I was pleased to see B's. I found music, I found enough CDs. If these teachers can't teach, I can't learn. In turn, I burn the midnight oil and let the candle burn. But now the roof is on.
I think it's really good because it encourages children to think of things in different ways, and I think it's really helpful for children to be able to identify with people outside school who maybe have confronted things similar to themselves.
I was born in London. At the age of 8, I left to go to Nigeria, which is the country I'm from. Stayed there for 6 years, came back to London and really found school challenging. And I remember when I was going to take my GCSEs, we took science as physics, biology and chemistry. And my teacher said I shouldn't even bother taking the harder paper, that I'll fail straight away. But there was a voice that I heard that said, "You can do it, man." And for whatever reason, I believed that voice. So I studied quite hard, got to the exam room, I saw the paper, and I thought to myself, you see, you should have listened to the teacher, because it was hard. I did the paper, I got my results, and I passed. It was the one exam that I thought I was definitely going to fail, but I passed. And what it really taught me was that there is the ability for every one of us to actually do things that at some point we think we can't do. When we practice and when we learn how to do it, we get that confidence to do it. And I've got this saying that we always have to think big. And that just means believing in your ability to do things that maybe you thought you couldn't do.
He's currently running a workshop for 22 of our gifted and talented Year 9 students, and he's encouraging them to realise that they have a voice and to find confidence and develop their writing skills and their vocabulary and to believe in themselves.
Can I just say, I love the way you speak and I love the way you write. I haven't heard your next piece, but you have this way of, it reminds me of a rapper, he does this as well. It actually reminds me of Yoda as well. So you'll say a line and then you'll say the same line but the other way. It's really interesting, I like that. So it's like you're repeating yourself but not. Yeah, I love it, I love it. I came back to London around the age of 15 and I found it quite difficult. When I was in Nigeria, I used to get teased for sounding like a Londoner. And when I came back to London, I got teased for sounding like an African. So it was kind of like a bit messed up in here. I was like, I didn't understand what was going on and why people were saying certain things. And I found writing a really good way to just get my feelings out and to make sense of the thoughts that were in my head. So from the age of about maybe 18-ish onwards, I really started to take rap music quite seriously. So I did my best, got my degree, looked for a job, I did that, but I had this passion. I had this passion to write, I had this passion to perform, and I decided that I was gonna do it full time. And what happened was a friend of mine was working in an organization called Apples and Snakes, and she suggested that you could do some workshops as well. I really enjoyed it. I found it's a great way for me to stay in touch with young people, what they're going through. I've learned so much from doing workshops from young people, and hopefully I hope that people learn something as well from me as well. When I say word, you say power. Word, power. Word, power. When I say word, you say power. Word, power. Word, power. I love words, I love rhymes. It's what I use all the time. We all use it. And I always say to young people that you're all very powerful because you have words. Because words are powerful. What I'd like to know from you is, what do you think is the power of your words? Do you think your words have any power?
Of course they do.
For you? That's good. Some people might think they don't. Some people might think they do. But if your words do have power, what is that power? What do they have the power to do?
Well, words can be ever so subtle like an African ocean, whereas my words can flow in poetic motion. My words are so powerful, I can make the ground move. At the same time, they can be sweet and float around in your room.
My words have the power to teach the children of your children.
So my power over you is greater than you think. I can make your confidence grow or your personality shrink. A word, one word is all it takes. A word from me and your solid mind turns to flakes.
My words are more powerful than a knife. Taking a life is not right.
By the power of your words, which are said and heard, can influence the people in the world. They can paint a picture without a brush, whether it's a shout or a hush.
My words could run, my words could shoot. My words could harm, my words could heal. My words are 100% real.
My words has the power to change the universe, leave a scar on this planet and recover it again to change my environment, creating something new which everyone can learn from.
Martin Luther King, I have a dream. I have a dream as a teen to set a good example to people younger than me. My words, they can love from between the lines and hate from within me.
If my words were an animal, they'd be a honey badger. They look and sound sweet, however they will rip and tear you apart. They have to be secured by a tough fence to stop them grabbing and digging and ripping the sweet blood. This doesn't bring any justice to the phrase, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never harm me. Yeah, that's up to you, not me.
I mean, that badger is just brutal. Like, you know, ripped your heart out, guts, nerves. I was like, whoa. Brilliant. But that was really beautiful. Beauty in the brutality of the words. It was just, you really did paint a picture, and you really did show the power of words through that brutality. And the honest truth is, that's what words can do. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. Think. All right, I don't know what it is, yeah, but this side is just slaying you lot right now. All right, so we need a bit more volume from you guys. All right. Crossing border lines with broader rhymes, I generate ideas that blow your mind. You see my awesome mind is more than rhyme. I'm thinking all the time with thoughts of mine. My thoughts are 3D and HD all combined, sharper than the spines on a porcupine. Sign sealed and delivery is full of imagery, vividly visualized through my eyes, spoken terrifically. I'm so unique, my own shadow can't even mimic me. My visions make me think into infinity, do things differently with authenticity, and aim high specifically. Cause inside of you and inside of me, there's a place that we hide that no one can see. Do you know what you want and who you want to be? We're bigger than we think, but it's hard to see. So think big. Think big now. Think big. Think big now. Think big now.
I thought the workshop was really inspiring, and it gave you another perspective of like what words could do.
I really enjoyed the workshop. It's given me a new perspective of poetry, because I used to think it was more soft, rhyming things, but now I can realise you can express your feelings, and it's a much more open view of people's opinions in poetry.
My favourite part would be the part when we started writing poems about what words could do and the power of them.
I think this workshop has showed me that poetry isn't just what I used to think of it.
Thank you very much.